My cat is sitting on the kitchen table watching me film. Hi besties, and welcome to the very first MLM Mondays. These are not always going to be in my kitchen the way Sustainability Sundays are. Today it just made sense. Please don't mind the messy background. My fiance has to do the dishes. That's his chore, not mine. When you think MLMs, aside from the messed up business model, because let's be real here, MLMs have a messed up business model. No matter your opinion on them, I think we can all agree that the business model is not necessarily right. Aside from that, what do you think of? If somebody says that they ordered something from an individual, what's the first company that your mind goes to? This might just be me, and it might just be my friends, and it might just be the way that we were raised. But the first one that I think of is one that is so ingrained in all of our speech patterns that we don't even refer to these products by their proper names anymore. You know how everyone calls cotton swabs Q-tips? They don't call them cotton swabs. You know how people don't say fabric bandage, they say band-aids? You know how people don't say food container? They say Tupperware? I'm not going to delve into the history of Tupperware or anything like that. There's plenty of videos that do research on the backgrounds of MLMs, how they came to be, what their actual business model is, why they claim that they're not a pyramid scheme. That's not what this series is. This series is actually testing out these MLM products, seeing if any of them are actually decent products, seeing if, aside from the business model, if the companies actually make decent goods. Tupperware is so ingrained into people's vocabulary that I would be amiss to start with anything other than Tupperware, especially because I have it. It's been sitting in my cabinets since before we moved. As somebody as opposed to MLMs I am, I do have a lot of Tupperware. Mostly I'm going to be talking about the normal food storage containers because that's what we all think of for Tupperware. But I do have some other things. I have measuring cups and measuring spoons. Partially because growing up, these are what we had in the house. And then when I found them at a thrift store, looking brand new, never before used, for like $5 for all the measuring cups and all the measuring spoons? Absolutely. I will say, these measuring cups have held up significantly better than the OXO ones that I have. And that is a damn shame for me, of all people, to say, because I love OXO. What we all think of, the food storage containers. I have this set of 3 bowls with 3 lids. So Tupperware does change out the colors of these. They are seasonal colors. These are from a few years back. And the 3 of these retail for $43. The only thing is, it only comes with 3 for that price. And they're bowls. This is the smallest one. I normally will make batches of mashed potatoes in this, instant mashed potatoes, because I'm lazy half the time. It's the perfect size for enough instant mashed potatoes for me and my fiance. It's far too big for somebody to toss into their work bag and bring with them to work for lunch. That's the one downside to these. They do have different container options. They do have smaller containers. They do have ones that you can bring to work. Those are just not the ones I own. Let's compare them to the ones that I own that I bring to work. And I feel like the ones that most people have for food storage containers, the Rubbermaid red lid ones. And when we remove the lid, you'll see how well this is held up. Oh, hey, it actually doesn't look as bad in camera as it looks in person. This has orange stains all over it. I don't know where the orange stains come from. If I'm going to be honest, I'm going to assume it might be some sort of pasta sauce at some point or another, but I'm not certain. Tacos. It's definitely tacos. My brain was, it's definitely from tacos. So for these, I have a variety pack, which I'm not taking all of them out of the cabinet. I just took out the standard, I would bring it to lunch size. As I'm filming this, looking on Amazon, a 60-piece set of these, so it's 30 containers of varying sizes, plus lids for each of them, is going for $45. So roughly the same price for 3 of these bowls versus 30 varying size Rubbermaid containers. Pros and cons. I don't think the Rubbermaid holds up well in the microwave. I will be honest, I have a lot of these containers where the plastic has bubbled. And if you've owned these containers and you've microwaved them, then you know exactly what I mean. The plastic will bubble and sort of morph. Let me go and try to find a bubbled one. I'm not sure how well the camera can pick up on it, so let's hope. But if you look at the sides of it, that's not it needing to be washed. That is the plastic bubbling. And every time that I see that, it makes me uncomfortable because I think that it's dirty, when no, it's actually just the plastic kind of melting. For comparison's sake, this is what I have in my cabinet for these. A nice big stack of them. My fiance has some at work right now. I think there's some needing to be washed, but quite a variety of them. I have not noticed the Tupperware morphing like that. That is one big plus for the Tupperware. One obvious minus for the Tupperware is the price point. There's no arguing with that. The Rubbermaid, significantly less money. Significantly. For a pack that size to be the same price as 3 bowls, according to the manufacturers, both are dishwasher safe. So that's a huge plus for both of them. According to the manufacturers, only the Rubbermaid are microwave safe. And for the Tupperware bowls, it says do not put hot/boiling foods inside of them. I have not listened to that rule. I have not listened to anything that the manufacturer's instructions have said, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I microwave these all the time. I put hot food in them. I put boiling water directly in them. For instant mashed potatoes, boiling water plus mashed potato powder in one of these. I'm going to be 100% honest. If I had to choose Rubbermaid food containers or Tupperware containers, I would choose the Tupperware ones. I think that these bowls are 100% worth the money. I wish I could explain to you the difference in the material. This just feels like a much thicker plastic. If you pinch it, it doesn't pinch. There is no give. If you pinch these, you can feel the plastic moving. It just feels like a thicker material, and it doesn't morph and melt the same way. Now the Tupperware bowls that I'm referring to, again, were purchased a few years back and were purchased from a Tupperware rep, not by me. They were a gift to me, but they were purchased from a Tupperware rep. I have not purchased any of the Tupperware they manufacture for Target. That is something that I really want to try and see how the Target Tupperware holds up against sales rep Tupperware. All in all, do I think that Tupperware is a product that you need immediately, cannot live without? No. There's plenty of alternatives out there that are way more cost effective, do the same job. They're perfectly fine. I would never shake my head at anyone with one of these containers. I would never shake my head at anyone with any container, if I'm being honest, because I don't care enough. I don't judge like that. However, do I genuinely like these Tupperware bowls? Yes, I like them a lot. If I were to see them at the thrift store, would I buy them? Absolutely. That's how I got the measuring cups and the measuring spoons. I saw them at the thrift store and I jumped on it. I would do the same for Tupperware bowls in a heartbeat. I really do like Tupperware a lot. And this is coming from somebody that hates MLMs, but I really like Tupperware. There's a reason that the brand has been so normalized that we don't say food storage container, we say Tupperware container, because I feel like they were one of the original MLMs. They might not be. I'm not fact checking that. But growing up, they were the one that everybody heard about. Would I suggest Tupperware? If you are in a place where you can afford it, yes. When my fiance and I moved into this apartment, again, these were gifted to us. But if we needed containers to bring to work, I wasn't pulling out the Tupperware. We were pulling out the bulk packages of the Rubbermaid that you can get at Target, that you can get at Walmart, that you can get on Amazon. These are easier to get access to, way cheaper. And if anything happens to it, you feel less guilty. If this gets thrown away at work accidentally somehow, like you put it in the fridge at work and someone else takes your food and throws it away, you're not gonna feel as bad. If someone's over at your house and you give them leftovers on one of these and you never get it back, you're not gonna feel as bad if it doesn't get returned, but you would for Tupperware. I personally would not suggest only having Tupperware for those reasons. But I would definitely say, yeah, Tupperware is a worthy investment. If you can afford it, by all means, this is one MLM product that I'm actually a fan of. So Tupperware is a yes from me. I do think that Tupperware products are worthwhile and are not a complete scam. Y'all, it's the first episode of MLM Mondays. What MLMs do you guys want me to try out next? Let me know. There's so many out there. I want to know what people are interested in. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
I don't know, but I've been told the world outside is oh so cold. So cold.